Hello, I'm AA England Photo, and welcome to my Viltrox EF to EOS R unboxing. So let's begin. Bought this on Amazon, delivered the next day, very well packaged. I do have the EF-M lens adapter from Viltrox as well, served me well for my Canon M50. Worked perfectly every time, so hopefully this one works the same. I'm also going to test out the EF-S lenses on the EOS RP and see how well they work. From what I've seen in other videos, it shows that you can't use the other lenses because of the crop factor. However, I found in the camera 1.6 times crop, which may allow to use the lenses. We'll find out in a minute. So you get a little card from Viltrox to register your warranty, an international warranty card, also in Japanese, I think, maybe Chinese, I don't know. So we get a little mount, instruction manual, which we don't need. So nicely foam packaging around the adapter. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, seems to be a miniature Allen key in there too. I'm not quite sure why. If it wants to focus on it, but yeah, so odd. Oh, maybe it's for the adapter. Little Viltrox certificate. If it wants to show. There we go. Well, that's that. Just take it out. Put it in there. Put all those pieces back in. Won't be using any of those again. I always keep the boxes for later in case I might sell it at some point. I don't know. I haven't sold any other lenses yet, so maybe, who knows. Or if there's any issues, it's just easier to send it back in the box. Just get rid of that. So undo that. Nice silica gel insert. Silicon gel insert. Okay, brilliant. Not really much difference in size between the EF and EOS R lenses, so I'm not quite sure why you need the oh, it screws into that. Huh. It's kind of different to the EOS M lens adapter. Anyway, let's get it on the camera. So here I have the Canon EOS RP, and yes, I did put the strap on it with the Canon EF. No, sorry. The 24-105 EOS R lens, which I'm going to take off now. I've also got a Canon EF 50mm f1.8 lens. .50mm Canon lens. I doubt I'll actually buy the official RF 50mm lens. I can't buy it. It seems to be pretty much the same as the regular 50mm lens. That comes with the EF mount, only more expensive. Also got the JJC Lens hood on there as well. Also got the Canon EF-S 10 to 18mm, so we can test out the usability of the EF-S lenses. Also, it's a great wide angle lens. It's been really good on the M50. Also got the JJC Lens hood on that as well. So let's get the EOS R lens off. Cover on that. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll just use that cover. Alright, put the adapter on. Clicks in quite nicely. It's not as smooth as the EOS R actual lenses, but I've only got one. So we're going to go for the EF-S lens first and see how well that goes. Oh, it goes in, so that's a bonus. So let's get that strap out of the way. Just wiped off the back screen there just to see. Okay, right, so let's see. Oh, we have picture. It's rather close, but yeah, we get quite a lot of vignetting around that. Oh, maybe, do we? Oh, we don't know. Come on, show on the Sigma. There we go. Yeah, seems to work fine. I don't know what the picture quality is like, but let's just get lens cover in there. And we are currently on. Let's remove that. Let's get that up to like 400. Increase the frames. That's reasonable. We'll take a picture. See how that looks. Let's remove that for the shadow. Let's try again. So I'm told the EF-S lenses will give quite a lot of vignetting when used in this combination, but it seems to be okay. So let me see, we got the cropping aspect ratio of 1.6 turned on. I'm not sure if that's readable. Yeah, it looks readable. Well, it seems to be working okay anyway. So let's, there we go. It works and auto enables the 1.6 times crop to allow for the EF-S lenses to be used. So it's just going to be the same as using it on a crop sensor camera, hopefully with more megapixels. So we'll see what the effective details are now. We'll go on to the info. Auto white balance, it seems reasonable still. Image quality, let's just go. Oh, okay. Even in RAW mode, it's only giving a 1.6 crop. Is now setting the image quality to 10 megapixels. Either RAW or C-RAW. Yeah, 10 megapixels is all it's going to give. So the EF-S lenses do work, but you're only getting 10 megapixels out of it. It looks okay on the screen, but I imagine as soon as it goes on the computer, it's going to be terrible. You know, you have to have the shutter speed so low. just to compensate for it, and the ISO ridiculously high. So safe to say the EF-S lenses do work and automatically crop, however you are not going to get a good picture at 10 megapixel. That's quite a lot of reduction in megapixels. I don't know, some of them might be okay, might be alright for close-up work maybe, I'm not sure. But 10 megapixels kind of sounds terrible, to be honest. So I've got 50mm as well, and I'll give that a try. If I can just release this lens. Oh, it's extremely tight. So this is the Canon 50mm. I do have a lens hood and a lens cover on that. I did say I have the JJC ones. I buy them off Amazon. They're quite cheap. I think they're only about £8–9, the JJC ones, and the filters, they're K&F Concept from Amazon as well. They're really good. I found them to be good quality, and they're pretty cheap, to be honest. I think this is £9.99 for a set of 3. I might be wrong, but they weren't very expensive. I can post links below, actually, to be honest. Right, so let's give that a go. Right, so let's turn that on. Okay. We'll definitely turn that down. Oh. I'm just going to get off the chair so we can still see this on the camera lens. 4.5. We'll go to f1.8. Detail's pretty reasonable. 125. Don't think it's as good as the RF lens, but move the strap out of the way. It's not too bad. The 50mm f1.8 lens is not the fastest at focusing anyway, so, and it's not very good at close range. You can see it's cancelling out. But to be honest, I think it'll be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty reasonable. Let's see what size we can get it at. So crop and aspect ratio is back to full again on the 50mm lens, so the EF lenses work perfectly fine. Back to raw shot, 26 megapixel, no problem, so we should get that good detail again. I've also got a Sigma 150 to 600mm lens. I'll attach that now and see if it'll work, but it won't focus in this room because it's way too small and the lens is way too big. But yeah, it should work fine. So I'm just going to put that Canon lens down there. I'll take a picture of that. Unfortunately, while it is in focus on the EOS R P, it is too close to the M50 lens to get a reasonable view, but however, there is the view. And that's the picture taken from the lens of the 10 to 18mm lens. It looks pretty decent. Yeah. Overall, quite happy with this adapter. Fits nicely. Goes on and off quite easily. Sensor cleaning's turned on. Right. So move 10 to 18 out of the way. But I can still use that on my EFM camera anyway, so it's no problem. The Canon M50 works great with it. Still got the converters for that. I am going to keep both cameras anyway, and I shall get a lens hood for this soon as well. The 24-105 RF lens, f4 to 7.1. Right, so turn that off, detach the lens. It is really stiff, but the one for my EFM, the converter on my EFM one was quite stiff to start off with as well. They seem to get less stiff over time. Let's just put that in there a minute. I will put the Sigma 150 to 600mm on. I do have the speed booster for the Sigma 150 to 600mm lens as well. I, however, don't use it very often. However, I will probably use it quite a lot when paired with this camera. Although, to be honest, I'll probably just use this on the M50. This lens is ridiculously large. I'm not gonna lie. It is huge. And with the lens hood on it as well, it's even bigger. Comes with its own lens hood. I mean, for £949, it definitely should do. There we go, fits in nice and smoothly. I'm just going to take that back off, we don't need that on. It's a very large lens. And quite heavy too, well over 1 kilo. But together it seems pretty manageable, to be honest. The last one was very manageable on the M50, so no problem. Even with the speed booster, even with the teleconverter on it, it's perfectly fine, to be honest. I don't find it too heavy unless you're trying to chase a bird for a reasonable amount of time with it. Let's just turn it on a minute. So it works full cropping aspect ratio, so not a problem. Just going to look at it out the window and just see how that comes up. So this lens is very large. So I just zoomed out to 600, took a picture of a random church across the valley. I'll try it with the 1.6 times crop on now, see if you can see the difference. So that's the image we get with the 1.6 times crop on, which is still reasonable. It makes it really helpful for zooming in even further. I do have the teleconverter as well, but I'm not going to show that today. if anyone wants to see the teleconverter from Sigma that belongs with this lens, then just write it in the comments. And let's just detach this and see how smoothly that goes. The EF50mm f1.8 was quite hard to detach. It was very stiff. Let's just see how this one goes. Ah, that's it. Sticking removes like a dream, as always. So the converter back off. 24 to 105 back on, as it sits in the camera bag with it on. And that's it for today's video, guys and girls. Catch you in the next one.